We love hip hop.
Drake is super tapped in with Apple. Ever since 2016 when they even started the exclusive deals and stuff.
Yeah, with views. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Spotify is more tapped in with like the other artists them. So I feel like, and could it be a demographic thing as well? Like people who use Apple Music more so listen to Drake, and like I guess the Android users then would listen to like Bad Bunny and them like that, you know?
Sounds good.
Spotify is optimized for like Kendrick music, like Android music, and Drake is like iMessage, Apple Music.
Because I think about like
Kendrick definitely a green bubble.
You know, like because I think about the type of shotties that like would be listening to Drake. They all have iPhones, you know what I mean? They all would probably have Apple Music.
This man is really reaching, bro.
Nah, I could see that.
You don't think so?
No,
fam, I got an iPhone and I use Spotify all the time. There's bare
You're
people.
You're an old head though,
nah, bro. You're telling me just because people have an iPhone, all of them are more inclined to use Apple Music? Like,
yeah. No, because it literally comes with it's optimized for the software.
Yes.
That, and I'm just saying, like, the type of person to have an iPhone and use Apple Music would be listening to Drake type thing, you know? You know, so that's why I feel like on Apple Music, Drake would be the #1 artist, because like that demographic, you kind of see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, some about Drake's face on Apple Music, just like people gravitate towards more than Spotify, or they just push him more.
No, I'm saying like the type of behavior of the users of the phone.
Younger behavior.
No, I'm not even saying younger. I'm just saying that like, okay, people who have Androids and them type of things, like they're more so like Fabi, they're more so like, you know, like, so they're probably listening to the Bad Bunnies, or, you know what I mean? They're probably, even like the spiritual shorties, like the Hotep shorties, like they have the Android and they're probably using the Spotify rather than the Apple Music, you know? But the white girls, or like the bougie things who are bumping Drake, or, oh, I know somebody loves me. They're probably
got the 16, right? The iPhone 16.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because when you think about it, Drake got an iPhone aesthetic
type shit.
I feel, and maybe this is like part of like a bigger, you know, like cultural idea or whatever. So I can kind of hear what Natural's saying, where it's like the Apple lifestyle and Drake lifestyle are more coordinated, and then the Kendrick Android on the other side.
I just love the way. Did you have like a board over at home trying to make these connections here, bro? Like,
no, because I'm like
the craziest reach I've ever heard in my life, bro.
Okay, so what do you think it is?
It's just people choose whoever they like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of
so like if Drake
Apple
is
using or whatever iPhone using Kendrick fans.
No, definitely. I just feel like it's way less. Because like if Drake is #1 on Apple, why would he not be #1 on Spotify?
There's some girl with hairy armpits, and then when she's taking a picture, she's using an iPhone, bro.
That is true. I feel like enough of them are using Android and them thing there.
I don't even want to get into the side conversation of how many girls do you even see with an Android in general, especially sweet girls.
But like imagine all those Indian girls and them things, like, you know what I mean? They're all using Android.
This guy's Android shaming like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not shaming it, bro.
There is something that's called Android shaming.
No, there is.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. We're all iPhone users over here. Right?
That is true.
So I know, like, if we had a group chat like on iPhone, and then somebody came in with like a green bubble, like we're looking at.
Hey yo, kick him out instantly.
Right?
They be reacting to stuff. It just says laughed at your message, like, bro.
But Android doesn't necessarily mean that you're poor, bro.
No,
don't get me wrong. I have to push that thinking out of my mind too, bro. But
no, it doesn't mean you're broke. It just means that like, because I feel like Apple users, they care about aesthetic over everything. You know what I mean? But Android users, they either care about functionality, or they care about affordability, or like there's many other factors that play into it, you know? Apple users, they just care about like, oh, this looks good and it gives me everything that I need function-wise, like to the top notch. So like,
and there's also a part of everybody else has one too. Don't leave that out of the equation.
Not everybody.
No, but the majority kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you're a younger person, and let's say 70% of people are using the iPhone, you don't want to be the Android kid.
There's a cultural expectation.
Yes.
For a younger demographic, I agree. But I feel like once you hit a certain age, like if you're 30 plus, I don't think it matters as much.
No, I think it's beyond age because we were 13, 14 rocking Blackberries, which was a business phone. Yeah. So we had the same phones like 50, 60-year-olds were using.
But it's because it was cultural. Like,
exactly.
Like Blackberries were hot them times. Vibes Cartel was singing about BBM and everything.
Exactly. And now I guess iPhones are hot. So whether you're 60 or 15, you want an iPhone.
But your favorite rapper or your favorite singer, they have the iPhone, whatever the newest one is, not the Android. So you're like, it's all part of like a culture almost. You know
that is true, but I'm thinking about like the elders in my family. Like, okay, my Duke, she has an Android.
Of course.
You know what I mean? My pops, he has an iPhone and an Android. So like, I feel like the elders, they don't really care for the iPhone fashion aesthetic thing, but the younger generation, obviously.
Yeah. And there's an affordability aspect too, because you mentioned when your list, the second thing was affordability.
Yeah.
Right? iPhone users are like, yo, this is the new one. This is what it costs. Put me on a monthly plan. I don't care. I just need to have it. You know what I'm saying? Where the Android user, a lot of times they'll be like, yo, I don't know. I can't really get my phone to do this. It's because they went and got like the most inexpensive Android that they can find.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But do you think whether you use Apple or Android reflects an aspect of your personality, or is it just about circumstance and accessibility, or is it like, okay, if you're more of an Apple person, you display these characteristics?
My knee-jerk instinct is yes, but I know it's not true, man.
No, I think it's true. I think everything about you, like everything about your appearance says something about you. You know what I mean? Like there's people who would wear like the fake AirPods or whatever, and they know business. But there's people who they have to have the real AirPods, like from Apple, like. So I just feel like, and I'm not saying it makes you better than. I just feel like it just kind of says like where your priorities are, type thing.
No judgment.
But I feel like a lot of the newer generation, it's almost like their preference is molded by the culture around them. So it's like you don't even know if you're an Android personality because everyone around you has iPhones and you want to participate in what your peers are participating in.
Yes.
And now you're probably going to be an iPhone user your whole life.
But I feel like that says something about your personality. If you want to do the things everybody else is doing.
Follow Bati.
You know what I mean? Like that's a huge personality trait.
Hold on. But can we get, because I know we're getting in the weeds with the Android
agreeableness
and iPhone talk here. Let's get back to the correlation between Android users, Kendrick fans, and iPhone users are the Drake fans. I need to know how you even came to this conclusion, Mike.
Best dichotomy ever. I love it.
That's the craziest thing I've heard in a while, bro. It makes sense
for some reason.
I just think about like the type of gal them that would be listening to the artists, and the shorties that I think that will be listening to Drake have the iPhones. And the shorties that listen to Kendrick, they have an Android, they're burning their incense, you know what I mean? They're off the grid, the type thing. Either that or like they're in India, you know what I mean? At the bot farm. At the Spotify headquarters.
Most of Kendrick's listeners are Android users because they're from India.
That's a possibility. Yeah.
It's probably likely.
Yeah, hold on, my bad. I'm slow on this.
But Bad Bunny was #1 on Spotify too, so we can't say it.
They got a lot of Androids in Latin America.
That's a possibility
WhatsApp?
Yeah.
¿Tienes WhatsApp?
No, but a lot of people in South America, they're on WhatsApp. Or like when I went to Dominican Republic, right? I don't know if that's South America. That might be the Caribbean store, right?
It's Caribbean. Yeah. Right? The same thing.
Everybody was on WhatsApp. Yo, what's your WhatsApp? What's your WhatsApp? So I would imagine that's a lot of Android users. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. There might be a correlation between Bad Bunny and the Android user.
But not Kendrick? Kendrick just went on a worldwide stadium tour. You don't think he has fans in all these other regions that are using Androids?
I'd love to see the analytics on this, bro.
I feel like
for real.
Because even, my bad. Because even The Weeknd, he wasn't top 5 artists in the US, but worldwide, he was top 5. I think he was higher than Drake worldwide. But he was lower than Drake in the US,
Yeah. What were you going to say, Zarb? Because I have a question after that.
No, I just feel like if you looked at like a bunch of Kendrick fans, like it could be like 50-50 iPhone, Android. But maybe Drake fans, it's like 70-30 iPhone.
I agree with that.
Can we can we go a little bit further with this experiment here? Like, who else? Like, NBA YoungBoy, Android or iPhone users?
iPhone.
Why?
Youngins.
Nah, I say Android.
Really?
Nothing man to be having their trap phone and all the next thing there, you know what I mean? The second line and stuff. Like,
man, am I running the Spotify through the trap phone?
You know?
True. And a lot of them will just watch the NBA YoungBoy stuff on YouTube.
I was gonna say, yeah, we should add more platforms.
Yeah, probably YouTube.
Okay, wait, ask a next artist.
Okay, Playboy Cardi.
I'll say iPhone.
iPhone users?
iPhone, because you know they're wearing their vampire thong with their side bag, and then the iPhones and the side bag. You know? And I'm like, Playboy Cardi is one of my top artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that I wear the thong. I'm just saying that these are jokes. These are jokes.
Yeah, I'd say Apple or YouTube.
But okay, no. YouTube is, remember, not the app itself.
You talk about phones.
The phone, because
iPhone or Android.
Because even you have to consider now, like if you put YouTube as one of the apps, like where NBA YoungBoy, where most of the people, his audience listens to his music from. You know, what phone are they most likely to have this app on? And you can have most iPhone users and Android users probably have the YouTube app on both of their phones.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I also feel like we're biased because we're here where most people have iPhones. Like in certain countries, they'd probably just be like Android, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Let me go a little bit. Nicki Minaj. How about that? Nicki Minaj. Apple?
Yeah.
For the Galdem.
Yeah, that and like the rainbow community and stuff. Like they need their emojis to express themselves, you know?
You're saying gay people use Apple Music over Spotify?
Yeah, I feel like
it's more user friendly.
The Android emojis don't hit the same, you know?
Android emojis suck, bro. But remember when they first had the emojis, there was a little green blob, and it was like a green blob just being like this. You're like, what is this, bro?
We're Android shaming like a mofo, bro.
No, we are, bro.
Oh man, we're bourgeois.
Team iPhone.
Yeah. We're bourgeoisie over here, man. Okay, let's get it started here. We went in a super nerd conversation here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.